Le he dado a iniciar grabación, rollo como súper alegre, pero me parece que no tengo espacio en el disco. Ah, no, sí, limpié ayer. La mayoría de lo que tenía eran minicas, la verdad. Últimamente no hemos jugado demasiado. Hemos estado más a otras cosas. Pero bueno, pues vayan ustedes poniéndose cómodos porque vamos a empezar lo que vendría siendo la aventura. Voy a quitar la música. Vamos a estar jugando como 2 horas aproximadamente. Lo que significa que a las 12:30 voy a cortar el juego. Tendremos 10 minutos para hacer una pipi pausa y para ir a por algo de comer. Yo iré a por unas uvas y un poquito de chocolate. Y más o menos a las 12:30 de la noche nos veremos Andor, la primera parte de lo de Star Wars, que no sé cuánto va a ser. ¿Alguien me sabe decir cuánto dura? ¿Es de media hora? ¿Es de 40 minutos? Supongo que será de 40 minutos, pero la verdad es que no lo sé. Por eso pregunto. Vamos a ver que aquí la capturadora esté mandando el audio. No padre, pero ahora sí lo está mandando. Vamos a poner aquí los speakers para coger directamente aquí esto. 42 minutos, genial. Pues en ese caso vamos a estar perfectos. O sea, llevaremos ahora... ¿Cuánto llevamos de stream? Llevamos justo una horita de stream. Así que una horita que tenemos puesta, más 2 horitas de esto, más 42 minutos, más 10 minutos, más o menos vamos a estar a las 4 horas, que es en lo que tengo ganas de estar. Tengo ganas de acabar este mes porque la oferta de anuncios que me han dado para el mes que viene es una reverendísima mierda. Entonces, como es una reverendísima mierda, voy a quitarlos. Tengo muchas ganas de quitar un poquito los ads. Estoy un poquito hasta los cojones. No te creas, se suscribe a través de Prime. 12 meses, que hice un añito y lo que nos queda. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you. Vale, gente, antes de empezar, denme un segundín que voy a sacar el chat aquí. Vale, sé que este juego ya hay peña que lo habrá visto en otros canales. Sé que llegó tarde. Va a ser... vayan acostumbrándose. O sea, si les gusta la Lynx reviewación y les mola cómo hacemos aquí lo de los videojuegos y esta clase de historias, me temo petardea mucho. ¿O no? Vamos a esperar a ver si se calma. Mira el álbum de recuerdos. Si no conoces Monkey Island, necesitas un repaso.
Hey, wanna see my mighty pirate scrapbook?
Opciones. Interfaz. Mostrar nombre de interlocutor. Yes. Fondo del bocadillo. Intermedio. Tamaño intermedio. Tamaño de los socios de diálogo. Grande. Ok. Sonido. Sonido ahora lo ajustamos. Controles. Idioma de los textos, español. Texto, voces. Texto más voces. ¿Por qué pone idioma de los textos español y pone texto, voces y no pone subtítulos? No entiendo. Velocidad intermedia. Subtítulos con efectos sonoros. Yes. Función de recapitulación. Sí. Montaje de los autores. Más cotorreo, peor ritmo. Sí. Me gusta. Vale, ok. Vamos a ver si podemos... bajarle aquí un poquito a esto y petardea menos. O sea, a lo mejor está petardeando porque estaba picando y al picar, pues obviamente petardea porque está too much alto. O a lo mejor es simplemente porque tengo que resetear la capturadora. Ustedes me dicen. Tamaño grande, ¿cómo te gusta, Bribón? Quiero que lo vean bien. Ya no petardea, va bien. Sí, a ver, normalmente es o bien porque de repente tiene demasiado uso del procesador y al tener demasiado uso del procesador no le da, o bien puede ser porque estaba picando dentro del OBS. Vale, les voy a comentar las reglas, ¿ok, gente? Estas son las reglas. Vamos a jugar 2 horitas. El juego dice la gente que le ha durado más o menos unas 8 horas, así que probablemente tenga 4 partes o 3 partes. Lo que significa que lo empezamos hoy, lo seguimos mañana y lo terminaremos el lunes o lo terminaremos el martes. Ese es el plan. Probablemente va a ocurrir. La cosa es... pueden dar pistas. Sé que lo habrán visto en otros canales o que se lo habrán pasado ustedes solos. En caso de que vean que estoy rollo muy perdido, pueden dar pistas. Si estuviésemos En el primero, por ejemplo, pues podrían decirme, Lince, yo creo que los perros les tienes que dar algo de comer. O yo creo que los perros no tienes que buscar una espada para lo de los perros. Lince, eso de que estás en la parte de abajo y estás intentando agarrarlo, creo que el puzzle no se soluciona así. Yo intentaría otra cosa, ¿saben? Si dan pistas, perfectísimo. Las pistas están bien. Si no dan pistas y lo que dicen es directamente la solución, pues a ver, no les puedo banear, no les puedo eliminar el comentario porque probablemente no tengamos moderación ahora mismo. Pero les agradecería sinceramente si no vienen a dar por el culo. A mí la verdad es que me alegraría bastante bien. Pero cuando no tenemos moderadores, siempre nos viene muy bien, vamos a decir, el hecho de que el público esté al quite y en caso de que alguien venga y diga un spoiler terrible, utilicen el poder de la E, que básicamente pues pongan una E y le den a enviar y así pues la gente tira para arriba y ese spoiler se pierde. Así que es una herramienta. Tengan muchísimo cuidado a la hora de usarla. Tampoco es cuestión aquí de que nos volvamos locos, vamos a decir. Y lo dicho, vamos tirando poquito a poquito con lo que sea. ¿Ok? ¿Ok? ¿Estamos bien? Yurei Cross, muchísimas gracias por ese tier 1, 46 meses con nosotros, que dice felicidades por la compra de la casa nueva. Ay, estamos todavía con la compra, sí, estamos todavía con la compra. Estamos todavía con la compra, pero bueno, vamos a ver. Vamos a empezar con el álbum de recuerdos para recordar un poquito en caso de que alguien no recuerde el primero o el segundo. El segundo nos lo pasamos hace unos meses y el primero nos lo pasamos ayer. O sea que, bueno, quiero pensar que nos acordamos de lo que pasa, pero por si acaso vamos a darle caña. Álbum de los recuerdos.
Hey, wanna see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Vamos a ver.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Aquí estamos, Mighty Pirate, Guybrush Threepwood. Guybrush, Mighty Pirate, Guybrush Threepwood. Guybrush, Mighty, Guybrush Threepwood. GT. Va, ok.
That's me, Guybrush Threepwood.
Sí, eres tú, sí. Aquí está Lechuk.
In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth.
Tenemos aquí a los estos, tenemos aquí a la Leine, tenemos aquí a los cánidos, vamos a... Ah, mira, la excavación del tesoro.
Treasure hunting is important for any pirate.
Cuéntame más.
Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility.
Así es.
Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility.
Carla no solamente es la mejor espadachina de Melee Island, sino que además está enteramente racializada. ¿Cuántos de nosotros? La categoría. Es que no debe estar Shiva. Deme un segundín, que lo cambio desde aquí. ¿Cuántos habrían dicho hoy que Carla, que sea la maestra de la espada, la más tocha, la más fuerte de Melee Island y que encima sea una mujer negra e independiente, que sería un statement súper político? Y en la época lo recibíamos sin más, porque no estaba el ambiente tan crispado.
Is when I met Elaine, the love of my life.
Así es, y te podía patear el culo, como mi novia igual.
The thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion.
Los buenos cánidos.
The charge of the trials, judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters.
Está bastante bien. A ver, charlando. Esto es Return. Estamos en ello. Está cargando. No carga, pero estamos en ello. Return to Monkey.
The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters.
Bastante bien. Aquí tenemos a Guybrush y a Lane haciendo sus cositas. Unas daisies que le dimos a los cabroncetes estos. El mapita que era un de baile. Qué bonito.
Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials.
Tenemos aquí a Otto.
I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine.
Ya estamos con el Return of Monkey Island. Listo y apañado. Petardea porque él no le da el procesador, peña. Petardea porque he abierto Chrome, he abierto Mozilla. Cuando he abierto Mozilla, he abierto pues eso, he abierto la pantalla de tal, y a la pantalla de tal, pues es lo que es. Se pone el procesador al 100%, está ahora mismo al 60%, lo que quiere decir que dejará de petardear en breves, pero cuando petardea es porque no le da el procesador, peña.
My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified.
Sí, falsificaste. Le robaste al señor, encima de que es cojo y viejo. Cuéntame más.
My first ship was the Sea Monkey. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine.
A ver, pensaba no. O sea, tú puedes estar enamorado de una persona. Otra cosa es que la persona no te corresponda, pero tu enamorado pues está hasta las trancas, eso te lo claro.
Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck.
No sé qué mierdas pone aquí, tío. No leo una mierda.
Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map.
Qué asco la cera esta, tío.
The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other.
Estaban ahí quejándose. Aquí está cara limón.
There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists.
¿Esto qué es?
You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same.
Sí, la poción para poder llegar, ¿cierto?
You had to brew a special potion just... LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure.
Tenemos la cerveza.
By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay?
Tenemos aquí.
It was the beginning of something magical.
El nunca pagas más de 20 euros por un videojuego.
I defeated LeChuck and he basically exploded.
Hizo fuegos artificiales.
It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that?
Porque patea culos.
I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought.
Así vamos.
These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop.
Y esto ya es el segundo. Y el... Joder... muy rápido está resumiendo esto, ¿no?
I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times.
Sí que le robaste, sí.
The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets.
Así es, 4 pedazos de mapa.
Elaine always seems to know when I need her. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once.
No voy a negar que lo de coger el mapa y partirlo en 4 pedazos es algo que he pensado muchas veces en una partida de rol.
Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up.
Oh, ¿pero esto es el 3? ¿Esto es el 3? ¿Está canonizado? ¿Ha canonizado el Secret of Monkey Island? Tremendo juegardo, ¿eh? Alto juegardo.
I got eaten by a snake. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. I got buried alive. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering.
A ver, no fue tu mejor decisión.
This is the daisy we stomped on together. The wedding traditions are weird. It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match.
Oh, qué bonito.
Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think.
Bueno, repítete eso.
I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation.
Haiku, Dios mío, es que es lo peor.
I don't know why you have
Le
to
amo
have
mucho, pero es lo
candy-coated
peor.
almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do.
Candy cane almonds.
Oh man, this was
Oof.
that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride.
Yo me hago caca, ¿eh? El cuarto no se puede canonizar, me cago en todo.
Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it?
A ver, el insulto definitivo era ese juego, efectivamente.
Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed.
Ah,
The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less. Love did win out in the end. Elaine wasn't fooled by LeChuck's human form any more than I was. I should have trusted her more. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course.
aquí lo dejé yo. En el trial dije, puff.
Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my big whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Y luego ya, nota personal, conseguir más papel para el resto de mis aventuras. Vamos a darle una partida. Modo casual, toda la historia y la diversión, pero con puzzles casuales para jugadores atareados. Modo difícil, más puzzles y más difíciles, a tope. Para los aventureros acérrimos que lo quieren todo. A ver, me lo voy a pasar una vez, vamos con el modo difícil. Comienza una historia inesperada.
Take this, LeChuck! Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Oh no.
Will you promise to stop picking on me? All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next? Let's
Aquí
goof on
estamos.
those two. Pretend they're our parents. Yeah!
Fijamos que son nuestros padres, ha dicho.
You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells. Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
Estoy un poco perdido ahora mismo, ¿eh? Estoy un poco perdido ahora mismo.
Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Estoy un poco lost ahora
I
mismo.
once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Felicidades por la casa, Lince. Si se hubiera dicho a... Si le hubieran dicho al Lince de Malaguita que en un año estaría donde estás, no sé si te creería. En fin, más dineros, más felicidad y mucho más meses. Muchísimas gracias. Muchísimas gracias. Qué bonito. Abrir la lista de tareas. Comprar escarbutifarras. Ok. Trastear en la letrina.
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
Atar a Chucky.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Lee el
Exhibit
letrero.
removed. Aw.
Barril. Ok. De panísima la rata, ¿eh?
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Hacer
Hey,
trastadas.
Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Barril.
This would be great for apple bobbing. words don't look like words. But there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Ok. Menudo gafotas. Pedir al dependiente. ¿Cuánto valen pedir
I
una
once had the hiccups for 4
llave
days
para una...
straight.
La llave de una pata
They
de
put it
perro?
on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Ah. ¿Cuánto vale el grog?
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Ok, pedir grog.
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
I told you, grog's only for grown-ups. Stop wasting my time.
Chucky tiene buenas ideas.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Ah, pedir
Did you know you can keep a
patapollos
scurvy
fritos.
dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8? That's money that grown-ups use.
Dinero que
I
usan los
know what a
mayores.
piece of 8 is.
Have you got any?
No.
¿Tienes o no? No.
Then no fries.
No hay patapollos. Cago en...
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
In
Those
France,
are
they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Referencia. ¿Cuánto vale pedir un par de escorbutifarras?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8.
Por favor.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't see that well. For all I know, you could be some really short 30-year-old guy trying to take advantage of my disability.
Vaya.
In which case, shame on you. You should know better. And if you really are kids, then I have to tell you, I don't like kids.
Vaya,
Don't like talking to them. Don't like listening to them. Don't like to smell them. You come in here, make fun of me, sneeze on the food, spill stuff on the
Voy a
floor,
mover
and
la
leave
esta.
without buying anything.
Vamos a ponerlo aquí
I'd
abajo.
rather have rats.
I've
Aquí,
got
o sea,
good news
voy a
for you
molestar, me
then.
ponga donde me
I'm an
ponga.
honest
Pero aquí creo que es donde,
businessman trying to make
donde
an
menos voy a
honest
molestar.
living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
Pues nada.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Podemos probar.
It's
Pero no
locked.
podemos porque está cerrada.
I should get that key from the scurvy dog shack. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Rastreemos en la letrina.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the
Inventario.
key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Vamos allá. Qué apetecible. Qué apetecible.
I can stand on my head without using
Hola
my
Lynx,
hands.
¿conoces un rol de Warhammer 4K basado en él? Sí, claro. Es Warhammer
I
es,
don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
lleva siendo rollo rolero mucho tiempo. Oler la pringue.
What is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet.
A ver, no quiero decir yo de nada. Oh, pieza de metal.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay.
Ugh.
Una rata muerta flotando, por favor.
Gross.
Tío, o sea, yo veo este baño y sinceramente me cago en la puerta. Digo, aquí te lo pongo, señor, no se preocupe.
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
A ver. Señor, deme unas
What
estas.
can we get with this?
¡Oh! Se lo metí a la boca.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
Se lo metió en la boca.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Esto es close-up a lo Bob Esponja, tío. No entiendo.
What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Una vez se comió 2 butifarras al mismo tiempo. Vaya.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Exhibit
Yeah.
removed.
Vale, está, o sea, entiendo el tutorial.
That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner.
Esta muchacha parece que está muerta.
There.
Literalmente parece un zombie.
See you around the park, shitheads.
Vamos a ver. Busca una moneda. Buscar la llave de la letrina. Trastear y explorar. Mira el ancla. Gana a Chucky en una carrera. Da de comer a la pata. ¿Dar de comer a la pata? Ah, pata rollo duck. Echar salsa a mi escorbutifarra. Ensayar la lucha con espada. Buscar un trébol de 4 hojas. Pedir un deseo en el pozo de los deseos. Buscar a nuestros verdaderos padres. Hablar con D. Hablar del ancla con D.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way.
Me gusta.
Then people noticed what
Es
happened
nerdja
when
total,
this
eh.
didn't and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But
Voy a esperar a
the
ver si se le
older
acaba.
design went out
A ver
of
si se le acaba el
fashion after
nerja.
sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Si te has perdido algo, pulsa coma para ver las frases anteriores. Soy una experta en anclas, leo un montón. La flecha hacia abajo para ver más frases. Ok. Escape va a salir.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors.
Y...
This one's not. Did you? They were used. They started then. The current, but you can on a modern. That's to prevent the little most ink about all. But the word they're called. Yeah.
Correcto. No hablar con la niña muerta. ¿Por qué no me...?
Hey, Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Darn.
Mira el ancla. Gana a Chucky en una carrera. Dar de comer a la pata. Echar salsa en mi escorbutifarra. Ensayar la lucha con espada. Buscar un rebo de 4 hojas. Pedir un deseo en el pozo de los deseos. Habla con la pareja.
Excuse me.
Yes?
¿Nos da un poco de pan para poder dar de comer a la pata?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me.
Yes?
¿Pueden fingir que son nuestros padres una vez?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Da igual.
Never mind. Excuse me.
Yes?
Never mind.
Hey! Hands off!
No he mangado pan, ¿verdad? No.
Did
Tristemente
you
no.
know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Tío, por favor.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
No. Entiendo que es un tutorial y que me está enseñando cómo se juega.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Pero, Gaibras, ¿sabes lo que estás haciendo, compañero?
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
¿Y ahora qué? Un rebo de 4 hojas.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
Ok. Se queda ahí como medio botando. Igual
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Igual es un...
I never thought I'd ever find one.
Enseñar la lucha con la espada, pero un deseo. Dar de comer a la pata, ganar a Chucky en una carrera. Para ganar a Chucky en una carrera probablemente tengamos que hacer trampas o similares. Una moneda.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
Moneda. Deseo que Chucky tenga bigote. Deseo que Dee desaparezca. Deseo una planta chula. Deseo otra escorbutifarra. Deseo que hablemos al revés.
I wish we could speak backwards. Or what a...
Yes, you know.
Correcto.
That was fun.
Oh man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
Bastante bien. A ver. Abrir verja.
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
A ver, esto obviamente es un tutorial. Me está enseñando cosas. Enseñar la lucha con la espada.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Ok. No sé qué me está enseñando esto, pero bien.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Ahora, como tengo el
You up for
este,
another race?
soy más afortunado. Y a ser más
Oh, sí.
afortunado.
3, 2.
Hey, cheater!
You have to wait until I say go.
Ok.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Ok.
I win!
Se chocó. Vale, una cosa
In
menos.
France, they call a scurvy dog a shit.
Queda dar de comer a la pata. Dar de comer a la pata. Que obviamente no puede ser... Señor, ¿no querrá usted una de estas? A cambio del pan. Hablar con la pareja, hablar con la pareja.
At home, I've got a
Inventario.
collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Dar trébol de 4 hojas a la pata. ¿Le podemos dar el trébol de 4 hojas? ¿Se lo querrá comer? Pata de la
I want
suerte.
to feed the duck.
Ok, busca a vuestros verdaderos padres. Es tremendo tutorial. Te enseña a combinar
I once
objetos.
had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Hola, papá.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
Ok.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on.
Ok.
He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Ok. 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 Qué mística tiene el primer shot siempre, ¿eh? Qué mística tiene la mierda esta. 40 putos años, papá. 40 putos años. Ahí estamos. Regular David Grossman. Creo que me planteé mal. La pregunta es si me puedes recomendar uno de juego de Warhammer 4K que siquiera que es bueno. Me temo que no tengo ni idea. Yuyu, muchas gracias por esos bits, pero me temo que no tengo ni idea, pero absolutamente cero idea de lo que sería de Warhammer 40.000. Pero nada, nada. Solo sé que los orcos son psíquicos y que rojo corre más. Es lo único que sé. Parte 1, un lugar acogedor.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Of course. We lookouts have a lot of discretionary thinking time. I use mine to revisit my memories of every Anne, Jack, and Guybrush who spent 5 seconds with me a decade ago on their way to someplace else.
Wow.
Relax, I'm just winding your anchor chain. Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
LeChuck raptó a mi mujer, es un malvado pirata fantasma zombie, el terror de los mares. Hemos sido enemigos durante toda mi carrera.
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Siempre me roba las mejores ideas.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me.
Es un malvado pirata fantasma zombie, el terror de los mares.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
LeChuck raptó a mi mujer.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to f them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
Me voy a montar mi propia travesía, y solo mía, con casinos y furcias.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Ok. Calentarme las manos. Contemplar la hoguera.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Charlando con el viejo Vicira. Como un mini
I
vigía.
detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Contemplar interior de la isla. Vamos a bajar los playas. ¡Qué bonito! Parece que fue ayer cuando... A ver, realmente fue ayer cuando estuvimos aquí. Leer el cartel.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's hard on softness.
Dura con la blandura. Reelija. A Carla. Dale, Carla. Media ni que sea. Caminar por los muelles.
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
Ok, me parece bien. Hablar con los jefes piratas.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Hablar con pirata.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Creo que nadie va a querer hablar conmigo.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition. In the back.
Piratas, pirata, pirata. Oye, el arte me está gustando bastante, ¿eh?
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Es diferente, pero me está molando.
I really need to talk with the pirate leaders first. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
No sabía que habían cambiado de dirección.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
¿Dónde están los tres señores que presidían aquí?
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
¿Debo hablar con vosotros sobre financiar una expedición?
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
Engage Retrieval, seguro que suena mi nombre. Soy la gran inversión que estabais esperando. Un pirata humilde, indigno de estar en vuestra majestuosa presencia.
The humble pirate, unworthy to be in your august presence.
And yet, here you are.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison?
She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
Eso es, una incursión.
Exactly, it's a raid.
Fine. Well, don't keep us in suspense. What's the target?
Voy en busca del secreto de Monkey Island.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
El botín de un valor de monetario incalculable, un botín de un valor cultural astronómico, un eterno misterio que hay que desentrañar.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
Podría compensaros por ayudarme a contratar una tripulación. ¿Podríais al menos decirme dónde hay un barco libre?
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
Con financiación puedo lograrlo.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
¿Podría compensaros por ayudarme a contratar una tripulación?
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Si aprovechas esta oportunidad, LeChuck lo hará.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. Can't buy a ship? I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Oye, el arte está bueno, ¿eh? Mi pluma puntera.
Pen is mightier than the sword.
Mira el monedero.
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Lista de tareas. Gastar fajos de billetes en financiar expedición. Conseguir o encontrar un barco. Encontrar el secreto de Monkey Island y revivir los días de gloria. Hablar con los jefes piratas para conseguir dinero. Marty McCloud se suscribe. Muchas gracias por la suscripción. El Prime que dice: mi granito de arena. Felicidades por la casita Lynx. Muchas gracias, Marty. Estamos intentándolo. Estamos intentándolo. Me están pidiendo los de gestión de riesgos. Me están como soy una minoría oprimida llamada autónomo, me están dando mucho por el culo. Demasiado por el culo.
Elaine?
¡Uy!
Guybrush!
Wait,
Hello,
are you
waifu?
going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Esperaba que apareciese esta historia.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
¿Cómo va tu iniciativa para prevenir el escorbuto? No tendrías una mano en un barco, ¿verdad?
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
No tendrás mano en un barco, ¿verdad?
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
Yeah, I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks, I'll try that.
Veo que los dos hemos conocido a la capitana Madison.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
Seguro que tienes que irte ya. Me siento mejor con hablar contigo.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
Seguro que tienes que irte ya.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, tú primero.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Tú primero.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Adiós.
Bye.
Bye.
Bueno.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Es Carla. Te insulta y te abre la cabeza antes de que toques el suelo. ¡Oh! ¿Estos son los jefardos piratas?
Well, if it isn't Frank, Fred, and Finn, how are ya?
What you be talking about, boy?
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. In a good way, I promise.
Aren't you that Guybrush Threepwood, what wants to be a pirate?
And you're the pirate leaders. I was looking for you.
Aye, well, we're not the pirate leaders no more.
Former pirate leaders is what we are.
Yeah, I already met the chilling trio who took your place. And your table.
Escaped with your life, I see.
¿Cómo que quieres ser pirata?
What did you mean, wants to be a pirate? I've been a pirate for a long time now.
You may call yourself that, but remember the 3 trials.
Las hice todas.
I remember them. I was proud to complete them. I still talk about it sometimes. Ad nauseum, Elaine says. It's Latin for something.
Be that as it may, I don't recall us being presented with evidence as to the completion of all 3. That were part of your instructions at the time.
Oh no, really?
'Tis true enough.
Listen, can this wait a little longer? I've got a lot on my to-do list
No
right now.
tengo las camisetas ahora mismo, la verdad.
Not. We've all of us moved on.
¿Os gustaría financiar mi aventura para encontrar el secreto de Monkey Island?
How would you like to back my venture to find the secret of Monkey Island?
The secret?
What a prize.
That's what I tried to tell those clowns in the bar.
They say the pirate that holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
So you're in?
Alas, no.
Those days are behind us.
We've sold our ship and sunk all of the cash into our next venture.
Oh, nuts.
Wait. Didn't I hear that the ghost pirate LeChuck be going to Monkey Island?
Don't say it. I'm afraid I'm gonna somehow wind up going with him.
¿Sabéis dónde puedo hacerme con un barco?
Do you know where I can get my hands on a ship?
Nay.
Stands were the only place for ships.
They've shut it down and thrown the man into jail.
Vaya.
Afraid you're out of luck?
No ships. I wonder if I really should be trying to get on LeChuck's ship.
Ahora de vuestra siguiente empresa. ¿De qué trata?
Tell me about your next venture. What is it?
'Tis a fish shop on the high street where the general store used to be.
A place for buying a fish and telling tales about the catching of fish.
We'll be open on the morrow. Be sure to stop by.
We'll give you the friend's price on the unpopular fish.
You said you don't have a ship? Where do you get your fish?
From reputable sources.
We'll give you an additional discount if you don't talk about that where people can hear you.
¿Cómo es que ya no soy los jefes piratas?
How is it that you're not the pirate leaders anymore?
Time and democracy, boy.
A lot of our supporters be dead drunk, or retired.
Our eyes be sharp and our judgments keen. But once ye be labeled old school, that's all that gets seen.
Vaya.
The traditions of the 3 trials have become a joking matter in some quarters.
Dark times.
Aye, they even water the grog and mix it with fruit these days. Won't even strip the varnish off a deck.
¿Por qué elegisteis este rincón y no uno más cerca de la pescadería?
Why'd you pick this corner instead of one closer to your fish shop?
The woman that lives above the shop location is doing a bit of haranguing today. We'll stay clear of her. Thanks very much.
Nos vemos.
I'll see you around.
Seems likely.
Mapas y más de
The sign
Wally.
says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Ok. Auténtico vudú, próximo cese de negocio.
They're having a half off. Going out of business? This place is an institution.
Vamos a entrar.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Cuchillo.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Desde la última vez que nos vimos han pasado años.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Okay.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
Pistas.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon.
At this hour?
It is a midnight luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Ok,
At Chamber of Commerce midnight luncheon. Back shortly.
Vaya.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises.
El viejo
The
azar.
note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Anciano.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
Señora vieja.
Things are not what they seem.
Señora.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Señora.
No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
Señora.
When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone. You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it. A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more so. If you listen close, you can hear the gears grinding. They're mostly gone now. Hardly anyone left to pick up the pieces. The queen always gives way to a new queen.
¿Qué dice?
She vanished along with the ship. I told her not to go. The secret smells like popcorn.
¿Pero qué dice, señora?
Some islands you should not visit. But what can you do? I got my golden key. But then, that is not enough. Lights out always comes sooner than you think. He's doomed. But that's what you get when you get involved with a woman of station. They all think they deserve it. Well, they do and they don't. It's a fairly good story. I wonder if there will be a sequel.
Pero señora, no entiendo.
If you listen close, you can hear the gears grinding.
Pero señora. Graffiti
Looks
raro.
like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Parece la mierda de Harry Potter. Qué recuerdos.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Atascada.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Todo de la isla se cae a pedazos. Se cae todo a pedazos. Cerrajería.
Welcome to my shop.
Hi.
¿Qué tal, señora? Libre
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Va para el tesoro.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Okay.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
Preguntar por las llaves.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver. And please, don't touch the glass.
Cajas ingeniosamente animadas.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
No tengo claro que eso sea posible, señora. Galletas gratis.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Locks, ricitos. ¿Qué pasa de máquina?
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
Locksmith,
right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
De verdad puedes hacer llaves para cosas, parece un truco de magia.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
¿No parece bien que se pueda hacer una llave con un número de serie?
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
¿No son menos seguras si puedes hacer cada llave con un número?
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
¿Qué pasa si pierdes la llave y el número de serie a la vez?
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Pero si están en la... Todo el mundo... ¿Qué me impide leer el número de serie de la cerradura de la persona que carga la llave?
What's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
¿Me prestas tu lector de números de serie para hacer
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Vuelvo a contarme cómo se hace una llave, es interesante. ¿Quién es la viejecita de la ventana de enfrente?
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
¿Conoces bien a Whitey Bones?
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Voy en busca del secreto de Monkey Island.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
Parece sumamente útil.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
¿Te gustaría unirte a mi tripulación pirata?
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Creo que voy a echar un
I think
vistazo.
I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Ok. Cartel.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Ajá. Pedir permiso para parar la modeladora. Hacer un chiste sobre el cuadro. Ok. Carla. Media. Media, Carla, media.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Cualquier cosa menos tu comida. ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que tú te diste un baño? Vas a hacer lo que hace mi espada con tu cuello.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
¿No tendrías que haber dejado ese maestro de espada?
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is, but there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Lynx se ocupa de eso, no me necesita. Estoy montando mi propio proyecto. No estoy metido en lo que haga Lynx solo porque estemos casados. Él me dice que la capitana Madison ha puesto impedimentos a la iniciativa.
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Mola que cuando vas hablando es como una pelea de insultos. O sea, literal como una pelea de insultos. Es muy, muy chulo. La mansión apenas ha cambiado. Estoy buscando el secreto de Monkey Island.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
Estoy buscando el secreto de Monkey Island.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Me hará falta una tripulación, ¿te interesa?
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
¿Hay alguna iniciativa del gobierno que financie expediciones para buscar secretos en Monkey Island?
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Bueno, okay. Al final del plancha.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Pedir prestado al final del plancha.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
Te lo pagaré. Lo siento, se me olvidó por completo.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
El relato interminable de travesía sin fin.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Gran libro de mapas del tesoro.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh.
Ingredientes de Barbie Flay.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Final de la plancha, estrategias de combate náuticas.
It's thicker than I would have imagined.
Trucos vudú caseros.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home.
Okay.
I like your stuffed, I guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
¿Me lo llevo entonces? Lo ¿qué tal? Me ha encantado tu minicas de las IAs, Lynx. Comparto mucho de tu opinión. Pillándome de cerca el tema. A ver, coño, es que...
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
Entiendo. Lo que decía, que el cerrarnos las puertas a la herramienta tan chula que son una mierda, pero el decir, vale, ya tenemos esto, así que ya nos olvidamos de todo lo demás, la verdad es que también lo es. Así que admirar el retrato oficial de la gobernadora.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Ok. Vale, tenemos aquí libros. Y los libros pueden venir bien, pero... pues es lo que es. Vale. Parte de la isla. Puesto de vigía, calle mayor, barco de Chaca, el astillero, el bosque.
Meathook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Cagamos. Bosque.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Está muy bien lo de los mapas. Tengo uno, no, pero está muy bien.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Parquito infantil, el rótulo.
Museum of Pirate Lore.
Museo de piratería. Me flipa que esté adaptado, tío.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Aquí vi a Carla.
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Qué chulo. Museo de piratería. Sí que han cambiado las cosas, sí. Flores moradas.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel. Or alliums. Or clematis. Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel. Or alliums. Or a classic specimen of Alata needleus. A carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Ya lo veo, ya.
Ugh.
Ron, están muy ricas las setas, por favor.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Hace falta mapa, entiendo. Vale, puesto de vigía, vamos al astillero, que se supone que hay gente. Barcos de segunda mano. Tans.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
A ver, quiero decir. Está la luna grande, Dios mío.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Barcadero.
Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's.
Cagamos.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. It's a dried up old sea sponge.
Coges.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's.
Rememorar tiempos felices.
I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival.
Está bonito. Tenemos auto guardado, pero aún con todo. Vamos a base de la gobernadora. Vamos a bajar por aquí. Vamos a hablar con Stan. Tiene que estar en la cárcel.
A visitor.
Oh.
Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Aquí estamos.
Otis.
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that
Se
time.
estaba lavando.
You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
Grandes noticias. Voy tras el secreto de Monkey Island.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
No, tengo claro que voy
Possibly,
a ocurrir.
though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Sí, así es.
Imagine that.
¿Por qué te han cerrado esta vez?
What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
Me he fijado que no me has dicho por qué te han encerrado.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Coger flores del jardín gobernador parece una idea desacertada.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of.
A ver,
Anyway, they
charla,
aren't even
bueno.
her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Ok. Rocío importante.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Prohibido fugarse. Sí, y ya está. Están.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Siento verte entre rejas.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
Esperaba comprarte un barco.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
¿No se ve? Os lo
Oh,
cambio.
that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
He mirado, pero cuando he mirado se veía. ¿No puedo comprarte un barco cuando salgas de la cárcel?
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Cagamos. ¿Puedes enviarme a la competencia?
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
¿Algún consejo sobre cómo robar... cómo robarle un barco a otro?
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Bueno, gracias, supongo.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
¿Qué hiciste para que te arrestaran?
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
Ajá, seguro. ¿Qué hiciste supuestamente por la gente para que te arrestaran?
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Parece que te querían haber arrestado hace décadas.
It sounds like you should have been arrested several decades ago. I mean, why now, all of a sudden?
One word: jurisdiction. I was expanding my core business, you see, trying to provide ship owners with a variety of ship maintenance necessities. Sponges, barnacle scrapers, repair manuals, rudder tape. I had a whole line of products. I expanded my distribution to other islands all over the Caribbean. And that's when I ran into trouble. Some of those islands have different laws, you see, that might not seem so fair to men like you and me. They slapped me with a ton of paper, talking about things like standards of quality and consumer protection and environmental impact. They didn't understand that I wasn't really selling porthole wipers. I was selling happiness. And my customers were happy. They were perfectly happy right up until some clown with a briefcase came along and told them they weren't. It's a crock, son, and that's why it won't stand up in court. I'll be out before you know it.
¿No tienes un bufete o algo así?
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
¿Te ayudaría si te saco de la cárcel?
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
¿Hay alguna cosa que pueda hacer por ti?
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Te daría la llave para eso. Han tapiado tu oficina.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Pues el secret de Monkey Island.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
Hasta luego.
See you later.
Yep.
Okay.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp. Without the clean parts.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Vale, o sea que si sale alguien va a salir Otis.
How's your day?
Si sale alguien saldrá Otis, pero no va a salir nadie más. Vale, volvemos otra vez aquí abajo. Nos cambiamos aquí. Y Oidi Bones, ahí sigue. Ella sus cosas. Graffiti tosco.
Looks sort of like an eye.
Graffiti
I
críptico.
think it's a chandelier.
Nos estamos quedando sin cosas que hacer. Me parece que nos va a tocar ir a por Lechuku. Lechuku.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Mostly, entiendo. Hay una que está ardiendo, creo que es un zombie. El pollito que se va. Esos dos son zombies. Está fantasmal. Qué chulo. Me encantaría ser grumetillo. ¿Tienes algo de mayor categoría?
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
Tiene un estupendo contramaestre.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
No va a ser.
Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
¿Qué tal el cirujano del barco?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
Podría ser el armero.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Podría ser segundo oficial.
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
A lo mejor ser grumetillo no está tan mal.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Guy Streetbone, Smith, John Smith, Andrew LeChuck, sobrino. Andrew LeChuck no somos parientes.
Andrew LeChuck. No relation.
What a coincidence. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it.
Vaya.
In fact, you are the blacklist.
Vaya.
I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Vaya. Me pillaron.
That's a slight hitch.
I'm confused.
Me pillaron.
Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Okay.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship.
Le barco.
How clever.
Le ship.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Cuéntame algo sobre Loom.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
¿Por qué no sigues la chapa de pregúntame sobre Loom?
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Cuéntame algo sobre Loom, por los viejos tiempos.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Dilo.
Say it.
No.
Dilo.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
Voy en busca de Secret of Monkey Island, ¿te vienes?
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Este sitio no se parece algo como lo recuerdo.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Ha sido un placer.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Okay.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Ok. Libro de Trivial. Al fondo del Scumbar está la cocina, una ballera gigante, la bodega, un trofeo de pesca, la cocina. Cerebro gordo, certificado. ¿Qué cojones?
It's those 3 clowns at the back table.
Guybrush Threepwood,
Oh.
as I live and breathe. How have you been?
¿Qué tal, señor? De maravilla.
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Está bien de una pieza, sigue en la administración, ahora cometiendo el escorbuto. Metí la pata en nuestro aniversario. Estamos más separados de lo que me gustaría. Está aquí en la isla. Metí la pata en nuestro aniversario.
I screwed up our anniversary.
Forgot the date?
Remembered the date. Forgot an important allergy. She's fully recovered.
Well, tell her I say hello.
¿Sabes dónde puedo comprar una fregona?
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree.
A ver, tengo una esponja.
Any questions?
¿Cómo encuentro el árbol de palos de fregona?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
¿Cómo se podría encontrar el árbol de palos de fregona? ¿De qué madera está hecha esa?
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
¿Qué hay en la cabeza de la fregona?
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
¿Seguro que no puedo comprar una fregona?
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Vale, pues lo haré.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Hay que hacer una fregona. A ver, tenemos una esponja.
It's good for relieving stress.
Tenemos un peluche.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
El peluche podría ser una esponja. Es una esponja bastante hardcore. Necesito una pista. ¿Cómo consigo una fregona? ¿Cómo me veo una tripulación de leche sin me reconozcan? ¿Cómo libero a Otis? ¿Cómo hago para que Carla me preste un libro? Vale, ok. Pistas. Está bien. Abrí el libro de Trivial. El libro de trivia es rollo... Supongo que esto podemos cambiarlo por uno de los de Carla. Lista de tareas. Unirme a la tripulación de Lechak. Resolver el problema. La primera oficial me reconoce y no me da trabajo. Fabricar una fregona. Buscar el árbol de palos de fregona. Apoderarme del barco de Chuck y mejorar encontrar el secreto de Monkey Island. Vale. Recoger tarjeta de Trivial. El acrónimo de la Fundación Marley contra el escorbuto es... No sé, tío. ¿Qué me dices? Grano. Hagamos.
Active little guys, aren't they?
Gusanos.
It's like a miniature dance party. At least they look healthy.
¿Se podrá? Fregona, por aquí tal, oler.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
La pestilencia como si fuese ayer.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Nada por aquí, nada por aquí. ¿Será un pariente?
Looks like a mugshot. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Vaya.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Coger cordel. Ok, bueno, bien. Cordel. Está bien. Está así.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
Resuelvo muchos puzzles gracias a mi ingenio. Derroté al pirata fantasma LeChuck.
I defeated the ghost pirate LeChuck several times.
Super ironic that sailing with him is the only way you're getting to Monkey Island.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Entiendo.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
En ese caso cagamos un pelín, la verdad.
Yo ho.
Vale, bueno, referencia a Star Wars, porque tiene que haber una referencia a Star Wars. En caso de que no explotan, leer la placa.
Honoring Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Port Elizabeth.
Bastante bien, vale. A ver, tenemos... Mirad la caja
It's an
regia.
unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow, half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Looks like it's been there forever. Not for me. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safe.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Ok, muy afilado.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
¿Qué puedo hacer?
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Dios mío.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Okay.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
Ok. Creo que voy a comprar una de estas.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Ok. Hongos.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy.
Regalos.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty.
Tarjeta trivial.
Keep up the good work, buddy. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Not very practical.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy.
Y entonces lo del rival este que he tallado en un árbol de la playa Monkey Island. TKM, XD, LS, o sea... Mientras tanto en el barco de LeChuck.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done!
An
Mark
annoying
yourself
skull.
down for one less lashing this voyage.
Me figuro quién es.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live! I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Descuida, descuida, descuida. Vamos al callejón. A ver si hago por aquí. Rata.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Calle mayor. ¿Cuál de estos ingredientes no hace falta para elaborar un muñeco vudú? Algo del huerto. Cuando es convar. Ok. Supongo que te dará un tremendo trofeo en caso de que las pilles todas. Vale. Muñeco de perdonar. Muñeco de perdonar para Carla porque no le devolví. No le devolví el libro. Carla, te traigo una rana del perdón.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Mi pluma puntera en la rana. Querida Carla.
Dear Carla.
Siento haberme hecho volar por los aires. Siento haberme olvidado tu cumpleaños. Siento haber perdido el libro que te persigue.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Valoro que seas dedicada a la dedicación. Admiro que seas dura con la blandura.
I admire that you are hard on softness.
Como demostraste en Santo Domingo, en el Port Elizabeth.
As shown by your actions at Port Elizabeth, please accept my humblest apology.
Ahora tengo un sistema de recordatorios. Prometo hacerlo mejor en adelante. Me ha asumido terrible, aunque en verdad no he tenido la culpa. Ahora tengo un sistema de recordatorios.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Rara, perdón.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Qué guarra. Voy a llevarme el de los mapas, de los tesoros.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Vamos a ver. Ingredientes de Barbie Play. Gran libro de mapas del tesoro.
Can I borrow this book?
All right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Vale.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island.
No me ha servido para nada, la verdad. Pero bueno, aprecié la daga.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Ok. Cordel se va a utilizar con un palo, probablemente. Cordel con el palo y con el peluche.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Para hacer tremenda fregona. O sea, probablemente. Ingredientes. Estrategias de combate náuticas. Relato interminable de travesía sin fin. Trucos vudú caseros. Al final de la plancha.
Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
Autografía de John Laney. Bueno. Por ahora nos llamamos este. Ya veremos a ver qué hacemos. Vale, Wally. Wally.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the message.
Oh, Wally. Wally?
Hey, Wally.
Well, look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
¿Qué tal, señor?
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
¿No tienes un mapa del secreto de Monkey Island?
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Hagamos. Estoy buscando un árbol con el que hacer una estúpida fregona.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Ok, tengo daga y hay una fregona. Esto está lleno de mapas.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was.
Parece que la tienda de enfrente está en apuros.
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
El pueblo parece irse a pique.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Lo más que necesitas para hacer un mapa de la fregona. Adiós.
Bye.
Chisme de catorce.
Those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Bola del mundo
I didn't
aquí.
know you made globes too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Está bien.
Hey, Wally. Bye.
Vale, caja de mapas.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind.
Mapa polar.
Ooh, looks chilly up there.
Abanico.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next?
No, más que yo.
I had a map like this once, but I sailed left.
No me apasionaba. Vale. No es una mala adaptación.
It's
Hasta
maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that.
No me apasionaba. Que a veces
Hey,
me
Wally,
ventana.
what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Es al seguido.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Preguntar
Hey,
las
Wally,
cajas.
what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Examinar. Mapa monstruos, tal cual. Vale, bastante bonito. Vamos a ver. Oh.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week.
Pero...
I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Pero...
Fancy.
Pero... astilla con fregona.
Stay away from my mop.
Escabullirme con la fregona.
Stay away from my mop.
Pero necesito una astilla, señor.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Hello, Marlin.
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Si te traje la receta, ¿podrías prepararla?
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Volví a preguntarle por la fregona que necesito ayer. Mira, recibimos las cabezas.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Vale, vamos a ver. En caso de que le prepare algo, lo mismo, se va de la cocina y me permite tal. Vamos allá. Esto.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for returning my book.
Ingredientes.
Maybe you have learned to be responsible.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Fine, fine.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Ok. Correcto. Vale, vamos a ver. Libro de ingredientes. Libro de ingredientes. Libro de ingredientes. Espera. Visitar la cárcel.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Monóculo.
You look like you're having a...
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Vale, chachi.
Welcome back.
Hello. Hello again.
¿Qué tal, Locksmith? Vuelve a contarme cómo se hace una llave. Creo que voy a echar un vistazo.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Leer número de serie.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Okay.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Examen de ingredientes, llave.
They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straight.
Ha salido. No sé para qué sea necesario, pero ha salido, que es lo importante. Vale, Scumber. Vale, y ahora ingredientes.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
Dale, dale. Pastilla. Gracias por tanto. Vámonos. Señor Wally. Tengo la astilla.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
10 minutos después. Joder, tarda nada el putito este, ¿eh?
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Mapa. Oh, vale. A ver, necesito una foto de esto. Vale, vamos a ver.
I try to steer clear of sea monsters.
Vamos al bosque. El palo de la fregona, tío. Mira que hemos hecho cosas. Pero el palo de una puta fregona. Pues qué. Vale, a ver. Estamos por aquí. Vamos hacia arriba. Después hay que ir por la zona de tal. Después aquí tenemos tal. Tenemos que seguir por aquí. Si abrimos por aquí, tenemos que ir por aquí.
A classic specimen of...
Después llegamos por aquí, tenemos que ir por aquí. 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 Y la X marca el lugar.
It's like there's a welcoming committee.
Hay un Bambi, un tambor.
Wow!
Y
The
los
distinctive
palos.
shape tells me this is the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Increíble, está todo lleno de putos bichos.
Mind your mama, little prickly kids. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Horas más tarde. ¿Caibras? 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 Por favor.
Hey, little dear.
Por
I must have
favor.
startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for.
Por favor. Fatal. Fatal.
I'll take a shortcut back.
Muchas horas después. Fatal. Vale, esto juntarlo con la cuerda. Cambiar mi
It's a
fregona.
single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
¿Ya está? Ah, pensaba que hacía falta. Vale, bueno, ok. Vale, busca el fregón, fabrica una fregona. Resolver el problema, el primer oficial me reconoce y no me da trabajo. Única reparación del Lechak. Apoderarme del barco del Lechak. Para la esta. Vale, no me da trabajo. Astillero. Puesto de vigía, Otis.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
¿Se puede utilizar esto para...?
I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
Llave de la celda, coger. Por aquí, tarjeta de River. El mono loco era. Mono loco. Robo gigante, un barco hundido. Líder de piratas de la cueva Periglo. El chimpancé de Lechak. ¿Un barco hundido? Ahí estamos.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships.
Nada por aquí. Nada por
I
aquí.
remember when this place used to be wall to wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress.
Museo. El museo estará abierto ahora. Museo no hemos podido entrar antes porque estaban con la esta. Debería estar el museo ya. Ajá.
Hi there. Welcome to the Malay Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Malay Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Authenticity is our watchword and our pledge. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Está muy bien eso.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
John Laney, okay.
Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Ver placa.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
John Laney. Había un libro Abrir el expositor.
The display case is locked.
Coger. 9 minutos.
The numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Too tiny to read.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
Oh no.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
Plunder Bunny.
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Cagamos. Esto no me suena.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Loro vigilante.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
Pobrecilla. Muy olor para museo.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Okay. Desechos.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Así es. And logic. Una parte de un viejo mapa.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Es la nota que dejó LeChuck cuando raptó a Lane.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
Está muy bien lo que me está contando, señor, pero mucha referencia. Oh, comida para loros.
It's cracker mix. Some is required.
Las trivianotas, esta está bien, la verdad. Nombre del sheriff de Monkey Island 1 era Largo Shinetop. Largo era el segundo. Largo le Grande. Tu museo es pintoresco.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
¿Algunas de estas cosas tienen valor?
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Háblame tu boletín.
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
Ve que llevas una pata de palo a pesar de conservar ambas piernas.
I'd see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
Voy en busca del legendario secreto de Monkey Island.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Conserva el museo. Vale. Leer placa.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
John Laney. Vale, he visto. Pero me sale el gas.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
¿Qué le pasó? Está dead, no me digas que está dead. Vale, se me ocurre. Si me llevo otro de estos.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Y combino uno con otro.
If one monocle is good, two is better.
Tengo dos para poder echar un ojo a la cosa esta. Y luego aquí, en principio, John Laney, la autobiografía. Claro, que no lo puedo pedir prestado porque me va a decir, ay, si quieres este libro tienes que no sé qué, tienes que no sé cuántos. Claro, no puedo hacerlo porque todavía lo tiene el cocinero. Es una movida. Vale, vamos a ver. Museo de piratería. Voy a coger esto y vamos a leer los números diminutos.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Correcto. Vamos a hablar con Locksmith. Muelles, calle mayor. Hola,
Welcome back.
Hi.
¿Qué tal? Tengo el número de serie nuevo.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Perfecto.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. It doesn't seem interested. Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
At the end of the plank. Es el mismo libro que tiene otra señora. Curiosamente tal. At the end of the plank. Puedo coger Andy en the Plank, puedo leerlo para hacer una conexión con ella. Puedo hacer muchas cosas. Coger. Llave. Peluche.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Esta tarea. Necesito resolver el problema del primer oficial que no me conoce y me da trabajo. El este sería lo suyo. Pero para eso vamos a necesitar primero la biografía para demostrar que somos nosotros.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFleur.
This will be excellent.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Busy?
Yep.
Recuperar el libro.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
Really? I'm still using it. He'll never complain again.
Me parece que vamos a tener que terminar esto, señor, cuanto antes.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Vamos a preguntarle a Carla qué es lo que le sirvió la vez pasada. Dale, Carla. Dale, Carla. Media servición. Media servición, Carla. Media servición, Carla.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Cagamos con eso. Vale, vamos a ver.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Vale, tengo aquí el final de la plancha. Que podría pedirlo prestado y luego sustituirlo por otro. Y tacatá. Pero no tal. Vale, creo que podemos dejarlo por aquí. Llevamos ya 2 horitas. Estamos justo ahí. Tarjeta de visita.
Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius. Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Vale, perfecto. Creo que vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Hemos hecho 2 horitas y cuarto. Hemos avanzado bastante. Nos queda solamente la parte de pillar el este y la biografía para poder hacernos pasar por otro. Y con esto ya me puedo meter y acabar la parte de Melee Island. Me lo estoy pasando bastante bien. Me está gustando mucho cómo está escrito y toda esta clase de historias. Pero pues vamos a continuar mañana viernes. Y ahora vamos a ver un poquito de Star Wars. Tenemos el Andor para poder verlo, primer capítulo. Así que vamos a gozárnoslo, vamos a disfrutarlo y procedamos con ello. ¿Has conseguido la fregona? Yes. Pero bueno, Procane1, muchísimas gracias por esa suscripción, gracias por ese tier 1. Muchas gracias a ParksXT por la suscripción a través de Prime. Gracias a Gilferbon, que se suscribe a través de Prime 5 meses. Gracias a Okami Geek, que se suscribe, que dice: al final te encuentro directo, no tengo mucho tiempo, pero vengo a dejar love y desear una buena noche. Nos vemos en los comments de YouTube. Y muchísimas gracias. Y a Electro9, que se suscribe a través de Prime. Sean ustedes todos bienvenidos y muchas gracias por el apoyo. Hay un modo especial para más textos, sí, lo hemos puesto. Vamos a desde el este. Aquí en el interfaz, ¿no? Mostrar nombre de interlocutor, texto de idioma, controles, sonido, vídeo, interfaz, tamaño, fondo, mostrar nombre de interlocutor, texto de idioma, interfaz, salir. Creo que hay que salir, yes. Había un algo, rollo las opciones. Interfaz, español, subtítulos. Montaje de los autores, más cotorreo, peor ritmo este de aquí. Estaba puesto ya. Va, perfecto, muy bien. Pues vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Liberar a Otis, compartir la suerte, empezar, examinar a fondo los artículos de Wally, contarles a todos en la isla Melee que Basta es el secreto, encontrar todos los ejemplares de Al final de la plancha, acertar 10 preguntas de Trivial, coleccionar más de 20 tarjetas de Trivial, acertar 25 preguntas de Trivial, convencer a Copo de que se hable del Loom, cumplir obligaciones de aseo, empezar la parte 1, convertir la suerte. Pues bueno, ya iremos viendo. Una de las preguntas ya la hemos cagado, así que sudando, pero bueno, en fin. Tampoco me quita el sueño. Muchas gracias, Gaddafi que se suscribe 9 meses, solamente dice ¡ah! Muchísimas gracias. Me está gustando el juego, a mí también. Me lo estoy pasando cool, me lo estoy pasando en grande. Jugaría un ratito más, pero no voy a jugar un ratillo más porque entonces es que no vamos a ver lo de Star Wars y tampoco tengo ganas de tal. Si ahora hacemos 10 minutos entre que vamos a por un poquito de agua, yo tengo que recargar. Aquí ya no me queda nada, me la he bebido toda. Entonces, si he recargado un poquito de agua y en mi caso coger unas avellanas, un poquito de chocolate, unas uvitas, esta clase de historias, pues lo típico, ¿no? 5 o 10 minutillos de entre que pillamos víveres y no pillamos víveres y luego después entre que empezamos y no, pues se nos va. A ver si podemos estar dándole a menos 10 o lo que sea. Acabamos a la 1:30 y ya me puedo ir a la cama a descansar un poco y hablar con la Rouza. Le tengo que contar la movida de la hipoteca y en fin, mucho texto. la verdad es que a lot of texto. Pero bueno, gente, estaré deseandísimo, pero deseandísimo mañana volver otra vez a pegarnos aquí a pegarnos por aquí un voltio. Por ahora no he necesitado ninguna pista. En caso de que las necesite, o sea, estaré dando vueltas, yo que sé, 10 minutos, lo que sea. En caso de que después vea que verdaderamente nos hace falta, que va a parar el ritmo de juego o lo que sea, empezaré a darle, pero en principio vamos a intentar pasárnoslo por las buenas. Las aventuras gráficas modernas son muchísimo más sencillitas, así que quiero pensar que podrán salir adelante, pero bueno, ya veremos. Muchas gracias por haber venido y nos veremos muy pronto. Besitos.